So you want to win at PokerBros, not just break even, but actually win? Well, today we're laying out the entire roadmap, a 90-day quest to turn your casual game into a sharp, disciplined, winning strategy. All right, let's get into it.
So the big question is, are you really ready for this? Because the next few minutes aren't just for watching. This is the official start of your personal journey. This is day one of you becoming a smarter and, yeah, a much more profitable player. Okay, first things first, we have to understand the arena we're stepping into. Look, PokerBros isn't like those other giant, mainstream poker sites you might be used to. Getting a handle on its unique structure is absolutely the first step on our quest.
So what is it exactly? The easiest way to think about it is this. PokerBros provides the software, the app, the tables, the cool graphics, all of it. But the games themselves? They're run inside private clubs by independent agents. It's way more like a digital version of your buddy's private home game.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Mainstream sites are just open to everybody, which means you're swimming in a sea of sharks, tough, professional grinders. But PokerBros, because it's club-based, tends to attract more casual, recreational players. What does that mean for you? The games are usually softer, looser, and they feel a lot more like a live poker game. And that, my friends, is an edge we are going to learn how to exploit.
All right, before we just charge into battle, we got to gear up the right way. This next part is all about the rules of engagement, how you protect yourself, and, just as important, your bankroll. Because you can't win the game if you're not even in it.
Okay, listen up, because this is non-negotiable. The single most important safety decision you will make is the club you choose to join. You need to look for clubs with a real history, with clear rules, and with support staff you can actually talk to. If you get some random invite on social media from a profile with no history, that's a massive red flag. Stick with trusted, established communities. It's that simple. This all comes down to one single word: discipline. In poker, discipline is your lifeblood. You start at the absolute lowest stakes. No exceptions, no ego. You set firm limits on how long you'll play and how much you're willing to lose before you even sit down. And hey, if you're tired, if you're frustrated, if you're feeling that tilt coming on, you get up and you walk away. That's what a pro does. Let's just tackle the elephant in the room. Is it rigged? The answer is a clear no. The PokerBros app itself uses a certified random number generator, or RNG. That means the deal is totally random. It can't be messed with. Now, any issues you might hear about, like collusion or whatever, they almost always come from poorly managed clubs, not the software itself. And that's exactly why choosing a good club is so critical.
All right, gears checked, rules are clear. We are ready for phase one of our quest. This is where we start building. For the next 30 days, your one and only mission is to forge an unbreakable foundation by mastering the absolute fundamentals of a winning player.
And here's our roadmap. It's basically 2 stages. For the first month, we are forging your armor, building those rock-solid habits that make you tough to beat. Then, once that foundation is completely locked in, we'll spend the next 2 months sharpening your sword, adding the advanced tactics that are going to separate you from the rest of the pack.
This right here, this is your mantra for the first 30 days. Tight, aggressive. It means you are super selective about the hands you play. But when you do decide to play a hand, you play it with aggression. You raise, you bet, you take control. You use your position at the table to gather information before you act. And you learn the most valuable skill in all of poker, how to make a disciplined fold, even when it hurts.
Now, along with that core strategy, you're building these 3 habits. Number 1, you become a hunter. You're always searching for the tables with the weaker, more casual players. 2, when you have a big hand, you don't get cute, you don't get tricky, you bet for value, and you make them pay to see it. And 3, you stay at the micro stakes until you have proven, with results, that you can consistently beat them. No ego allowed.
You've done the work, you've mastered that foundation. Now it is time to level up. In phase 2, we move beyond just playing our own 2 cards. We start playing our opponents, adding some new layers of deception and exploitation to our game. This slide really gets to the heart of the mental shift you gotta make. See, the casual player is passive. They're just hoping to get lucky. But the pro player, they're active. They create their own luck. So instead of just calling with a flush draw, they bet. That's a semi-bluff, to try and win the pot right then and there. Instead of checking when an opponent shows weakness, they bluff the river. They're always applying pressure.
And these are the new weapons you're adding to your arsenal. You'll learn to bet your draws aggressively, which gives you 2 ways to win. You can hit your hand, or you can just make everybody else fold. You'll become a detective, spotting your opponent's patterns and attacking their specific weaknesses. And finally, you'll learn to balance your game, mixing in bluffs with your strong hands to become completely unpredictable and a nightmare to play against.
So you've learned the strategy, you've developed the tactics, but you know what? None of it matters, not one bit, without mastering the final and by far the most difficult challenge, the game that is played inside your own head.
And that's it, right there. You can have all the technical skill in the world, but if you can't control your emotions, if you can't handle the inevitable ups and downs of this game, you will fail. The true final boss in this entire quest isn't the player sitting across from you, it's you.
You have to get this idea tattooed on your brain. The results from one session or even 1 week are completely meaningless. We are focused on one thing: making good decisions consistently over the long run. Short-term losses are just noise as long as you know your skills are improving day by day.
So how do you win this mental game? By building a professional routine. You set aside specific time to study away from the tables because the work you do off the felt is what pays you on the felt. You become a master of tilt control, you learn to recognize the signs of frustration, and you find the discipline to just walk away. And you take care of yourself. Good sleep, a clear head. That leads to better decisions. It's all connected. And so here we are, right back at the beginning. You have the map, you have the strategy, you know the challenges that are waiting for you. This 90-day quest officially starts right now. The only question left is, what's your first move?